So, there's this fighter in the ring, locked into a chokehold, practically seeing stars and meeting all his ancestors. But the ref? Oh, he's just standing there like he's waiting for a bus. The crowd's going wild, people are yelling. The other fighter is looking at the ref like, "Are you seeing this? Or should I start CPR?" Now, we all know that referees have a tough job. They're right up there with airline pilots, surgeons, and anyone trying to explain tech support to their parents. But at least those people get some downtime. In the octagon, it's live, in-your-face action. You've got to be alert, sharp, and ready to jump in at any second. It's not just about calling points. It's literally about safeguarding lives. But here, this ref, it was like he was on a little mental vacation. Imagine this guy at a family gathering when someone chokes on a piece of steak. Just chew through it, Uncle Bob. Let's see some action. So, the fighter is locked in, his breathing is practically non-existent, and everyone watching can see he's going out. Now, any experienced referee would step in to assess the situation and call it, right? But nope. Our ref here is apparently all about the drama. He calls for more action, like this is some kind of reality TV show, and not a serious combat sport. It's like watching a friend try to wake you up at 6 a.m. after you pulled an all-nighter. Come on, champ, don't you want more action? Now, the fighter's limp, not moving, yet the ref still doesn't call it. The opponent, who at this point is probably a bit concerned himself, has to tap him to be like, "Hey, I think he's out." That's when the ref finally steps in, probably mumbling something like, "Oh, yeah, I guess that does look a little unconscious." He finally stops the fight, but the damage has already been done. This guy's timing is so off, you'd think he was DJing a wedding for retirees. Let's pause for a moment and talk about how absurd this is. MMA fights are intense, and it's no joke when someone is in a chokehold, especially a rear naked choke. That's the one where you can basically just turn out the lights and it's lights out. Fighters tap out for a reason. It's their way of saying, "I'd like to continue my career," and, breathing. The only one who doesn't seem to understand this is our trusty referee here. Maybe he missed the memo that oxygen is kind of essential. And it's not like this situation was hard to interpret. We're not talking about subtle nuances here. This wasn't some tiny eye twitch or the guy blinking a little slower than usual. The fighter was out cold, slumped over like he'd just finished a 24-hour Netflix binge. Yet the ref's standing there, like he's on an awkward first date, just hoping something will happen. You could almost imagine this referee handling other high-stakes situations. Like, in a boxing match, oh, he's been knocked out? Ah, sure, he's limping on one leg. But where's the passion? Come on, let's see some enthusiasm. But on a serious note, this kind of negligence is incredibly dangerous. We can laugh, but at the end of the day, these are human lives we're talking about. That fighter's health, career, and potentially even his life were put at risk all because the person responsible for his safety was a little checked out, to say the least. Fighters train for years to get into the ring. They fight their hearts out, and all it takes is one inattentive official to turn that dedication into a hospital bill or worse. The good news is that the Sports Commission or Fight Promotion will probably review this incident. And hopefully this ref will be trained or retrained, or maybe they'll decide he's better suited to judging a staring contest. But the crazy thing is, this isn't the first time we've seen stuff like this. Some referees are legendary for knowing when to jump in and protect fighters, but others? Let's just say, sometimes you watch these fights and think, was this ref hired off Craigslist? At the end of the day, fighters deserve to have referees who actually watch their backs. When you're risking life and limb, you don't want someone in your corner who's more interested in seeing more action. Maybe this ref just got a little too caught up in the thrill of the fight, but at the end of the day, that's no excuse. There's a reason fighters train to tap out or signal when they're done. It's literally for moments like these. And if a ref can't spot that, they shouldn't be in the ring. Thanks for tuning in to this breakdown of what happens when the ref goes MIA in the ring. Remember, in life, as in the ring, you need people who've got your back. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk on the world of sports, action, and everything in between. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What do you think should happen refs who just don't show up mentally? Until next time, stay safe and keep your guard up.